Here we are once again, my friends, live on the twitch.tv/the in the Nether, which is just so gloomy, this place. Ugh. Always so gloomy and dark, right? You see that allay over there? We got some rogue allays here that I don't need anymore. There's only 3. I'm sure there are more than 3 here. I wonder if any have like managed to wander off. Oh. Ah, they're underneath. Look, they're still leashed, but they're underneath. Fascinating. Sir Gemin and Z-Ghost, welcome to the stream. Hello in chat. Yeah, a way to get rid of the allays that we no longer need is with lava, I realised. And I got, you know, lots of lava. So I'll do this now before too many people tune in. I mean, it might work. Oh, that game kind of... I might end up killing myself. Yeah, you got to remember, I can't actually hit these allays. It's weird. It's weird like that. Ah! This will be like a game on its own. They can absorb a lot of damage, can't they? Well, not that much. Welcome to everyone tuning in. Lots of hellos in the chat. What did I join in on and what did he do to deserve that, says Astronomical Joy? They're just in here making noise. And they're no longer, like, necessary and a part of the plan. And they're awkward to deal with. And it's just a computer game. They're just lines of code. They're not sentient. Jeez. But yeah. How to get rid of them is an interesting thing. Might just leave that there for a second. I mean, are they going to fly into it? Doesn't seem so, does it? Yeah, taking them out might end up being a bit tricky. Really need to sort of keep it in the lava so it takes damage faster. And if it's not against a wall, it's going to be even trickier. And then I got to stop the lava from flowing down and killing me. There you go, another one. Another one bites the dust. It's everyone's favourite game, kill the allay. Because everyone doesn't like allays, right? I think. Good morning to all the peeps tuning in. Saying good morning. It is indeed a morning, a Sunday morning. I like these morning streams on the weekend. Why using lava? What else would you suggest I use? Right? I can't think of anything else I could use to kill them with. Maybe splash potions might work. By the way, we've got some new music today, which I need to mention here at the beginning quickly because it's awesome. We're listening to Ziggurat, which I discovered probably less than a week ago and have just really enjoyed listening to and have written about on my music blog. So if you've never checked out the music blog, go check it out. Got 2 records on the playlist. They've only published 2 records so far. And they're both just really, really great listens. And yeah, I reached out and it turns out we can use the music in our streams and stuff, which is amazing. So we've got some new streaming music, which I think is going to fit right in. It's a little similar to some of the Lord Leviticus stuff. So if you're a fan of the music we use around here, you'll probably enjoy this. Right, there's one more over here, and then and those 2, but like one more in the room, Rogue, who does that a lot, goes up. Oh, it's bound to happen. No. As long as I'm away from, I don't mind dying, as long as I'm not next to the lava when I die. That went south quick. I didn't have my totem in my offhand. Oh, and now I'm here. Great. I mean, that would be cool if I had a elytra. Thanks for the Fs in chat. Jeez. I need some ender pearls to get there a little quicker, don't I, really? I'm the only one online. No one's going to be able to help me. Oh, that was so loud. Why was it so loud? King Krusty, thank you for the cheers and biddies. Every now and then, they're really loud. I'm sure Ren won't mind me having some gigapies, considering I just died. Karma for killing Allays. It literally was, wasn't it? It literally was. It was some karma, that's for sure. Oh, King Krusty, there was a message hidden in there as well. Morning from SC. I don't know what SC is, but morning from UK. Uno reverse card. Make backup boxes for when you die. You know, I never bother with that. Usually because I don't really die a lot. But I didn't have my totem in my offhand, right? So do I have ender pearls? Yeah. All I need is probably just a... Well, I might as well just put a few more in. Yeah, I usually don't plan on dying, and usually don't die a lot in this game. I will look at the stats and see how many times I have died, actually. That'd be interesting to see. The key thing, though, is I just didn't have my totem in my offhand, right? Right, and now we need to pick up the pace a bit. That's why I brought some ender pearls, anyway. Who does plan on dying, says Pan Marco? What I mean is, as a player, I don't die a lot, right? Like, it's just relatively sharp and, you know, keep an eye on my health, all that kind of stuff. For example, good times to Scar. We love him, okay? He's a legend. But he dies all the time. He's like, some people are just prone to death more. I'm not one of them. Right, I wonder if I can throw an ender pearl whoosh. Like, the ceiling's a little bit low, but if you get it right, you go quite a distance. X, have you checked on your state pension forecast? I've never been asked that question while streaming before. Never. Can you believe it? I can believe it. Never been asked that before. Right, that'll be on my offhand from now on. And then we'll go like this. And now things are kind of back to normal. Except I'm missing something. No, I'm not, because I put my ender chest down. We're good. We're good. Back on track. We are back on track. Now let's go do that thing that won't get us killed again. By the way, there's loads of totems. Hang on, what is it doing? Why does it actually go up and down so much? Because all of these allays here are doing what they need to do. But you act really strange and fly up and down along the back here a lot. And now you're just going to be up there, eh? How many deaths in your stats? Yes, we were going to look that up. Thanks for reminding me. 57 this season. 57. There's another statistic in here. Mobs. You've killed one allay. I don't know how I killed... Oh, I guess it wasn't mine. So I must have killed one at some point or another. What about me? You killed 34 players. Players killed you 28 times. Cool. It's a salmon on its side. That's amazing. Look at the way they all look at it too. Oh. And the ender dragon. I killed an ender dragon. Killed 5 evokers. Drowned. Oh my god. 3.3 million drowns have died. Under my watch. No wonder they don't like me. Just a casual 3.3 million. What? Why are they... They're both trying to go to the same spot, it feels like. Go on, this one's... Oh, it's gone around the... This one's out of here. Just got to keep that damage on it. Oof, there we go. One left. Where are you going? Up there? Nope. Oh, so annoying. In fact, the sound of them dying is annoying. Yeah, now you're probably back up to full health. Right, so when it comes to construction in this area that we're working on today, I think what we want to do is start with this platform. But one thing I know I want to do, I've got to go get my ender chest for this, is put some lights under it, because it's just so dull in here, right? So like frog lamps maybe, or glowstone. I mean, you're not really going to see this stuff, but this one matches the tone a little bit. And I do actually have some of this wood available. I kind of like the idea of making a pattern in the middle of the room. Patterns can be a little bit dull though. The crimson will mix quite well with that stuff. I'm listening to the music that played on the radio when I was in daycare. I never realised how much I could miss that music, says something sus. Hey, we'll form bonds and attachment to music, right? Do you have a favourite type of lighting, or does it depend on the build? I think I like it when lighting can fit the story of a build better, right? Like, I was thinking of putting that there, but you're not going to really see it from this side. You'd have to... Yeah, actually it'll be fine. I was going to maybe... Well, if I put it one block back, everything's slightly moodier. Yeah, let's put it one block back. So like, this is going to provide illumination to the chests in front. This music's so cool, by the way. I hope y'all are enjoying it. Are you a music lover, X? If so, what genre? I love lots of genres. And I would refer to myself as both a music lover and a music junkie. And someone who cannot live without music. And the music that we're listening to today is... I wrote about it on my music blog. Linktree.xisumavoid.co. Go check out my music blog, okay? I've written over... I don't know... Definitely over 1,000. I can't remember if it's as high as 1,500 records yet, but it's going that way. Oh, and I got a hot cup of vanilla tea here. Although it kind of looked like the tea bag broke open a little. Part of the name Xisuma comes from music, doesn't it? Pretty much. Music was the founding work. Jaden says, do you still refer to yourself as a metalhead? Oh, God. Not metal! All that rah 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 and the shouting and the loud guitars. Oh, yeah. I'm like a sort of a die-hard metalhead, but also I don't really identify as a metalhead anymore, right? Like I absolutely love metal music, but I no longer see it as part of my identity. When I was younger, I used to just, you know, like be a metal elitist and wear all the shirts and, you know. Hi X, what are your thoughts on YouTubers being in the MC peak? I don't know what the MC peak is, and I don't know which YouTubers are in it. I never really listened to music before this summer, never understood the appeal, but after seeing the Queen movie I gave it a shot and now I love music. Awesome, glad you found it. Welcome to the club. Have you ever been into Rammstein or some other foreign metal? I love foreign metal. It's one of those things I deliberately seek out. Sometimes it's just like metal that's got something from somewhere else in it is always good. Same with any music really. Like what we're listening to right now has like an Egyptian sort of vibe to it, and the author, the composer, the musician is from the Middle Eastern region. So, you know, there's... I mean, yeah, definitely some more, like, authenticity to it. The thing is, though, I've listened to musicians who aren't from parts of the world, yet they study, like, the music of that world. And if you study the music, you can learn essentially the tropes or the musical theory behind why particular music sounds the way it does when it's from a different part of the planet. Do you listen to Aussie stuff? Parkway Drive. I listened to Parkway Drive. Not really a band that I'm enthusiastic about anymore. I don't have a lot of stuff from Australia, but I'll pull it up quickly because instantly I remember. There's a couple of curious ones in there. Pliny is from Australia. Pliny, absolute top-notch musician. Tame Impala. Totally down with Tame Impala. Ocean Groove, of course, yeah. Ocean Grove, even, should I say. I see King Gizzard from the Wizard Lizard from down there. And I Built the Sky is another cool little band from Australia. And, of course, you got AC/DC. And the band I was literally just thinking of, right, is from Australia too. Dead Can Dance. They do all sorts of worldly music. Like, it's very, very, I don't know, sort of spiritual and esoteric feeling a little bit at times, but they draw from lots of different places in the world, like historically and location-wise and culturally. And when you listen to their music, it just feels like it comes from all sorts of different times and places. It's really beautiful. I was going to do that to keep us on the slab level. How do we want to enter this room? We're going to we're going to enter it from the corner. I thought I'd try and do things a bit different. It's always awkward to do stuff like that. Or maybe it'd make more sense to have a little chute go up the top and connect to that portal. Could be like an offshoot from the side of this tunnel. That would probably work a gazillion times better. And then just have the entrance in the middle. And then we'll get rid of this little bit here. So on that note, I think I will keep this kind of up and down feel. Maybe we should change the material though. Oh, no, my wood's over in the other area. Hey, we've got noises in the ear coming in. We got Wabby Wooter here for 2 months saying, love to come back to see some Hermitcraft. I kind of stopped watching all channels when you went to the other server, but now I come back to some of the coolest hermits. Cool, glad to have you back, my dude. I know some people got put off by the Empire stuff, but dang, that was one heck of an adventure. Like, that was so different and so much fun. Teamwork is here with the Prime. Appreciate you, my dude. Thank you for the Prime subscription. Tame is Aussie and AC/DC says something sus. Yeah, they're from Australia. Sorry, just enjoying some tea here, you know. Have a Prime for having good taste in music. Thank you, my dude. Appreciate it. Lucy says, oh my god, I love the Empire's crossover. It's amazing. Yeah, I loved it too. That was a really great time. In fact, probably the highlight of the season so far. Oswan Uu, thank you for gifting a sub to Hexorcist. Appreciate you gifting the sub, and Hexorcist, be sure to say thanks in the chat. So what happens is with me and tea is that I start a stream, I waffle, then my tea gets a little too cold, and then I want to like drink it all quickly before it gets too cold, you know. Astronomical Joy says, I loved Pirate X and Cleo. We always have a good time together. And doing the pirate roleplay stuff, where I don't know what I'm doing with roleplay, right? I'm just giving it a try, and the result is hilarious, you know? Essentially. Oh. One of the things I like about this record is those voicey synths, the sort of oohs and ahs sounding. But like, I've never heard ones quite like this before. I reckon a lot of this record is just done with sound fonts for MIDI. And I have no idea which sound fonts they are. I've never like really explored sound fonts a lot. Right. I always just make way too little, don't I? Get a 4? Did that just give me 4? Wait. We're going mad. Wait, 32. Oh. That was weird. That was a bug. That was a glitch. Clearly. I really want to put a pattern here. I keep thinking like, you know, Cubfan builds really exotically with colours. I just feel like this middle bit needs one of those, I don't know, dyed terracotta, like almost like, oh, and then maybe we could take what we got here, if we do something a bit more exotic and different, and put it in as pillars across here. Now when you look over the edge, you're going to have to look down and see something different here. I also kind of don't want the player to like fall into that gap. That's an interesting thought. If they fall in, they can ender pearl out. Maybe. So we're going to replace these blocks down here with something, that's for sure. Maybe some glazed terracotta, says Pan Marco. Maybe. Let's go, let's just go hop into a redstone world. There might be some spoilers here. Oh my god, spoilers, stuff. Top secret projects. Excuse me, burping, mouth burping. Immediately I'm like, yeah, there's options. There's interesting stuff. So we had, hang on, no, I'm gonna have to go slab and stair, aren't I? So what we had was these two together. Maybe actually I need them a little bit higher. Like that. And then, like, I'd kind of like something that synergizes a little with that tone. I mean, purple's a bit too saturated in a... Oh, maybe brown is kind of... And then I mentioned having pillars... what am I doing? Built out of this stuff. I need to make a brown mushroom farm at some point. That's a good building material. Or maybe a contrast colour. These are all very contrasty. You know, if we want something really kind of bold, it doesn't always have to be what you might typically expect. Like, I've probably got a lot of deep slate redstone ore. And I know I've got a little bit of nether gold ore. These materials, you don't want to commit too much to that. You don't want to end up running around trying to find a bunch of rare blocks just for a build. Chat, what are your suggestions? Like, oh, Car Creator says, X, do you know the German band Kraftwerk? Right, tutorial time. You gotta go to the music blog. I keep talking about it. You know, linktree.xisumavoid.co. Go look at my music blog. All you got to do is do Control F, type in the name of a band, and if I've written about them, it'll just take you straight to them. Kraftwerk being one of the bands I've written plenty about. What we got? Cyan concrete, stone, soul sand. I wouldn't have thought those ones. Netherwood because it has nice red veins. That's a good shout, I think. Good shout. Yes, so we're talking about using this stuff, which I just happen to have on hand. What happened to my... Oh, there it is. It's right there. That stuff. I don't know. Doesn't really synergize much. I could totally see that stuff. And, you know, you got the stripped variant as well, like the, this stuff. Kind of nice soft tone to put nearby. So, like, with the middle area, That feels way more dramatic. Yeah, it could also be really good as, like we mentioned, having some pillars that we're going to see, like, off in the distance. I like those veiny textures. There's not a lot like that in this game, is there? Or maybe we use the mangrove for the pillars, since we got that on hand too. Or maybe when they're stripped, they have a really nice texture. Purple. A bit too bold and saturated for this colour palette. That, though, yeah, sort of probably going in the right direction there, aren't we? Maybe I'm not as good at using bold colours as I'd like to be, because then I'm just, like, straight back to the comfort zone, like, immediately. I gotta move my ender chest over here. Dang it, I missed my... Gotcha! It's my time to shine, Allay. Closer to the corner. Dang it. Ah, oh, you beat me this time. You beat me this time. Can I put some panes in there too? Cool. I really like this melody, this song. This is a cool track. So, we'll probably just keep this stuff out the way out the back here anyway. Oh, and wait, was it that other chest over here was where it was anyway, what I was looking for? Probably. Yeah, there you go. Loads of that stuff. I'm literally rooting for the Allay. You're the villain now. I guess I am in this one. I guess I am. Now, this song on the record has this weird bird tweet throughout it. I just can't get my head around it. Oh, do you know what? I just realised something. I didn't want to have a flat floor because... Ossamadoodles are going to spawn in here. Like, pigmen? Ugh. I'm not sure if that's really a big deal or not. We don't want ghast spawning. That's a really good point. Like, ghasts in the Nether, like, you don't want Nether mobs spawning, so you want... Hang on, okay, right. Let's quickly pop back in here. Now, here's something I want added to the game. Right, I think you should, in survival, be able to see every block available in the game, like that. Right, just have a quick look, remind yourself of what exists. Deep slate would be a really interesting, simple thing to add. Or we could use our black carpet from the hallway outside. Because carpet is a thing too. What about moss? Like, I got a weird feeling this stuff will look good. Like, immediately next door to the mangrove. Maybe not. Maybe it's that one more so. Yeah, like those two look really nice together, wouldn't you say? Like green and... It's a strange niceness, like a synergy to that. But it really doesn't make sense in the context of what we've been building already. I think the black carpet then. Since that's what we've got outside, right? That's the corridor. Yeah, we can actually take tips from here. We should probably think about using the bone blocks again, right? Keep the palette we've already got going. And I've got a feeling that I might have taken that stuff back and sorted it out. No, I didn't. Look, here you go. Like thinking that we were done. That's coal. Oh, I now have access to Skulk blocks. Ooh. Ooh. You know, this might be kind of cool in here, right? Now, there's Skulk vein, but that doesn't act like a carpet. It'd be cool if there was Skulk carpet. Stop things spawning on it, right? So anyway, it looks likely that we're going to have this stuff at this level. Coming from back there. If I go down, but what level is it over here? So that's like, I think that's 2 blocks lower. It should really, like, you do want a bit of space in the middle here. Okay, that's fine. I think I know where we're going with that. I love the idea of using Skulk in here now. Like, what if Skulk could be like the missing thing? Maybe it's not the pillar there, or like the pillar could be recessed. Or maybe we could just surround the back area with Skulk, right? So it's kind of subtle. Keep this place feeling more open. And then when you come into the area, there's going to be walls and stuff. Like, what if the walls here were made out of Skulk blocks? Like, I don't know where they start and they end, but like, I'm just placing them down so we like look at them and think about how they fit in with everything else here. Because we got loads of work to do. But at least we know what we're doing with this floor in the middle now. So I just need, I think, again, I've left stuff over here. Make a pattern with purple and black carpet. Yeah, the reason I'm not really pursuing that, it doesn't feel very appealing to me, just because like a pattern usually ends up just being like a little grid or something, and it's very simple. I'm gonna do something like that. I would like it to be a bit more air quotes ambitious in some way. So I'm happy to just make this black carpet, since it's gonna work with what we've already built and help transition it too. Carpets are just ugly, says Taubar. It depends on how you use them, really. I don't think it's fair to just say they're ugly. Like, I'm not saying I'm an artiste with the carpet, but it really does depend on how you use it. I think how we're using it at the moment is kind of alright. Another thought's popped into my head is like having greenery too. Having some bushes in this room, I don't know. But the purpose of what we're building here, this really is just to extend the outside track into here. Like, this is the link, the black floor. And we'll put in some black stone with it as well. Which I have, look. 2 of those. I keep walking back and forth and not picking up everything. I'm terrible in this game. I think I almost like walking back and forth sometimes. You know what else is ugly? That bird poop block, says Jaden. Well, have you seen what B-Dubs has been up to this season? He's given that block a facelift, almost. You know, it looks gorgeous the way he's used it. So I think what you're going to see is that you have... Let's keep it... Actually, maybe we could have it like that. Have it one less. So it gets a little... It's a little narrow before you get here, you know. And then it opens up a little bit more. I don't think that works. I think you want to... Well, let's extend it this way a little bit. So then back here, we're going to have our carpets now this width. And then it's got to meet up with the tunnel over there. So the width of carpet around here is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And it's 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Wait, what? Oh! Hang on, did I do something funky here? No. Wait. What's going on there? What's going on in this corner? Like 1 block gap. 1 block gap. Wait, is this off? 1, 2, 3. We've got a mystery on our hands. How can this be? Am I tricking myself here? Oh! Oh look, I went a little bit further over here. It's because I left that block there. Right. Right, so this is the same width. Dang it, we found the source of the problem eventually. Well, the source of the problem was right here. There's this little noggin. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So they're actually 5 wide. Same as the path out there. That's great. Okay. So we'll go with that. That will connect with what's out there then. Oh, doesn't it go down 1 block further? It goes down 1 block further. I think we'll do that right now, actually. So we'll lower it like that. That means then we want to come back out here. Whoops. Start building the path like this. Right, looks like we're going to be potentially placing a lot of stone now because we want to protect from ghasts and stuff, don't we? What is that banjo sound, says Snitchard. I was about to say it's a banjo, but then I realised like what you're asking. You're on about the sound over the back there, yeah. That's to keep the allays doing the item sorting. It's weird that I've not noticed it until now. I really haven't noticed it. Or at least acknowledged it. Huh. But it's there being annoying. Problem is, I don't really want to turn down the sounds just for this, like, one room, you know? I think when, like, Mojang designs stuff sometimes, they need to also go, like, play it a lot in survival to encounter some of their design decisions a bit more, because the allay thing does mean, okay, in some areas, you're just going to have a farm and you're just going to hear, like, a note block sound over and over again. I think I even purposely, like, picked this one, whereas what I probably should have done is pick the quietest, most unobnoxious one possible. I don't know if that would still be the banjo, but, like, you know, it would be something. Oh, let's yeah, there we go. Let's be cautious here. I've got this thing that I've got to watch out for, because the scaffolding... Actually, I don't really need the scaffolding there, I don't think. I should probably double check before I get rid of it. Anyway, can I put carpet under it? Yeah, so I can leave it there. That's fine. Okay. Right, and we need more carpet. Here we go. Here we go. Foofy says, can't stay to watch since I'm at work. Have a great stream. We'll watch up on the VOD when it's uploaded. Cool. Thank you for tuning in, my dude, and have a great day at work. Also, 5 gifted subs as well. Jeez, you're not even sticking around and you're gifting the subs. Thank you so much for your generosity, Foofy. If you hear your name being read out loud, be sure to say thanks in the chat. We got Rezzy's Rennie, Edsa, McLesley, Hamp, FX Oons. Y'all been gifted subs, be sure to say thanks in that chat. I have always wanted to do a Nether-only survival world. Yeah, I've always liked the idea of just surviving in the Nether. I kind of like the idea of doing it as a Hermitcraft thing, but Hermitcraft will always be what Hermitcraft is, right? Right, there we go. So that's how we're going to hook these two things. I'm really surprised that a ghast hasn't shot at me yet. It just doesn't feel right. It feels like they're waiting for their moment or something. Also, I've still got that allay to get rid of. Allay. Oh, that's 2 good hits. Come on. I really do have to constantly hit it with this thing. That's it. Stay there. Oh, now this song right here, this has got some real Dead Can Dance vibes. There you go, that's the way. There's one left, I think. There's one left to take care of. So we're not going to have the staircase go this way like I thought we might. And this thing is 5 blocks wide. So I guess we'll probably continue with that pattern down here. And then at some point it just connects to what we're doing. Yeah, I don't think I'm going to focus that much then on tidying all of this up, but at least here at the entrance where we got some carpet, we'll keep it kind of concealed a bit. Right, and now we know how that's going to hook up. Then you're going to walk into this big old grand room full of storage. I don't think the Skulk block's going to work, at least in the foreground. I'm not feeling that. Just not feeling it. And then we need to do so much, but we've done so much so far already. Yeah, so you're going to look down there, and that needs to be replaced. And then you're going to need blocks up the top. I think that's going to be a little simpler than you might think, because we need to cover this thing. We need to hide that. But I can't help but feel it'd be nice to have like another material up the top, rather than just use these two again, which would sort of be the obvious thing. Maybe a Skulk floor, says Vegeta. I think you've hit on something there. I think that would work. So let's come back to this. I think the material you're gonna naturally think you should see or want to see is this, if you were looking all the way over, and then that would be this. Oh, needs to be a slab. That old problem, right? We could probably get away with it here. If piglins spawn in this little space, it would probably be more comical, right? But then, what about administrative stuff going into the back area? I kind of need to get back here on occasion. I think we should just go for it and have a little bit of fun. Because it's not going to have ghasts. Some of you saying put glass over it. Yeah, the glass always just makes it a little more complicated. But then you can't access this, right? You know, like, what are you going to do when you need 1 million evoker heads? Or a gazillion witch heads, you know? You're going to be in trouble. Because that's a, you know, a common Minecraft occurrence, the old need for a gazillion witch heads. Yeah, we'll just go with it, I think, is the way. So, we're going to do that. And then that can go all the way... Can it go all the way up? I don't think it interferes with redstone to have a bunch of this stuff go up, so... Kind of help if I were on that for a second. Yeah, I don't think it messes with anything. It's always that thing about, like, you can kind of just see through chests and hoppers, right? Through the gaps. So there's always this, like, little bit of extra to see. And you kind of want to eliminate those little gaps from your build. But that's a slice of what we're going to do. Let's expand that slice while we've got more Skulk blocks to our name. Put some of this back now we're not using crazy amounts of it. We'll do that much. Get a good old strip of it together. Are we on the jungle record now? Yeah. Right, so this second record that we're listening to today, Jungle Majesty, I love it. It's got this real kind of like 90s MIDI soundtrack vibe to it. Like, it reminds me of the game Rayman a little bit. Or Jazz Jack Rabbit. That one's got a way more vibrant soundtrack. But just that kind of like... Of the time. So mid-90s, you're talking with video game soundtracks about going from like Sound Blaster, like very typical buzzsaw digital 16-bit sound palettes, and now the MIDI can control sound fonts, like what are essentially like it's probably a case of it being like samples. So rather than controlling a synthesizer that just makes this particular sort of buzzsaw sound or whatever, they're now more sampled, so the fidelity is a fair bit higher. And it's just got this feeling like it's right in that moment where you've just stepped out of using the synthesizers for MIDI and you're now like using sound banks and sound fonts, and you're getting this much more instrument sounding kind of sound design out of it. Skulk 1 block lower and covered with dark glass might be really good. It's feasible, of course. I think I'm just happy to go with that for now. I'll you know, yeah, some stuff will spawn on it. It'll probably be comical more than anything. Can't actually, like, when you look through the gaps, it's just so dark you don't really even notice it, but that's fine. It's probably a good thing. Let's place some more. In fact, we got a lot of sculpt blocks, so we can do a fair bit. This means we get to take a trip to the Skulk farm today, I guess, which I wasn't planning on doing, but you can see that thing in action. It's not terribly fast, but you can get some blocks out of it. I kind of like the manual farming aspect too, you know, you just a little more involved for once. So many farms are just fully auto and stuff, aren't they? This would be the perfect time for a little ghast to be down there and just start winding me up and start blowing stuff up, shooting at me. Do you like Ethos Dolphin Road? I do, yeah. But I think Graham built that, right? I think Graham built the Dolphin Road. It's probably too bright for spawning, says Snitchard. Oh, we're in the Nether, my dude. We're in the Nether dimension. Don't forget that. Walnut says mod pack question mark. Well, Hermitcraft isn't a mod pack, but I play with a collection of mods, and it's been released as a mod pack. You can go to linktree.xisumavoid.co. Pretty much anything you need to go to that requires a link, you can just go there, and the mod pack is listed on there. It also works as a server configuration as well, to give you the same settings and setup as Hermitcraft has. So that's probably of interest to many of you. By the way, we've got almost 700 peeps tuning in for some Hermitcraft on a Sunday morning. Thank you everyone for coming by. Be sure to hit the follow button over here on Twitch if you're enjoying it. Rightio. I think we'll take a trip for some more sculpt blocks in a moment. Yeah, so how it wraps around the corner there, I'm not entirely sure, but we'll figure it out. Also, that allay. The one left. You're the last one, dude. Maybe I should leash it. Or how have I not thought of this before? Ah! Ah, this is the cruelest way to kill you. Because you have to follow me now. Come this way, young one. No, 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 no. Don't worry about that bucket of lava in my hand. Oh, jeez. It keeps trying to go over there. Oh, it's because it can hear the banjo, right? So if I do that, and it stops trying to get over there, if it starts flying around over here, it might be manageable at some point. Right, chat, why are you so upset, you know? What are you upset about? We're fixing a problem. It's a good thing, isn't it? I think it's a good thing. Right, before we go wandering off to a different place, I think a black ceiling might work best. Where did I put this thing? I didn't give it a new home, did I? Oh, you gave me that. Thanks. That's the way, buddy. That's the way. Just hang out down there. Here we go. Come on. Help me. Help me help you. Let me put you out of your misery. Just wandering around with nothing to do. Oh, jeez. I tried. Chat, what are you complaining about? Jeez. So upset, so sensitive. Could do with some scaffolding here. Anyway, I'm gonna be lazy and just use some stone blocks for a second. So then at this level, if we're embracing the darkness, I can obviously put these slabs like here, and then it actually seals everything up visibly. But from there, I think maybe you don't want it just to be completely flat, so you might put in some stair blocks as well. But I reckon just having the darkness up here makes a lot of sense. I say that, we've got to remember that we've got that over there to contend with. Oh, it's Evil X making loud noises in my eardrum. Oh, G-Stab, thank you so much for 84 months. Embracing the darkness sounds like a cool band. It does, doesn't it? It also sounds like it could be a smelly goth band too. You know? You could flip it that one either way. Ugh. Right, I am gonna skip. Skippity hop pop in the video pop pop. I'm gonna skip to standing mode now. I've been sat for too long, peeps. Wallcrafter, thank you for 21 months. Appreciate ya. Appreciate you ever so much. 21 months? That's 3 times 7. Oh, look at me. Big brain smart with the maths. Oof. Oof, I say. I like making sounds. I say I like. I just make sounds when I move all the time. If I get up, I go, ugh. Make those old man noises. It's a side effect of weightlifting. Like, always rhythmically, like, breathing and grunting with movement. It becomes second nature. Like getting out of a chair is like performing a squat or something. Alright, come here, buddy. Ugh, give up. It's definitely a little bit on the light side up there, right? The poor Allays still not dead, says Talbot. Not dead yet. You know what I could do? If I were to strip out those lights, I could put like glow lichen down there instead. And then it would be much softer. That's food for thought. You know, it goes from being a bit moody to being dramatically light. Anyway, I think what we should do now is go get more Skulk blocks, since we know we can sort that part of this build out. Here's another track that to me just sounds very Dead Can Dance. Anyway, wood over here. Can't you retake the item it's holding and remove the Allay faster from its suffering? I don't think so. Because it's tamed by me. No. Oh, so if it's not holding an item, it's not tamed by you. I thought... I was thinking once you've given it an item, it's yours forever. Does that mean another player can come in here and give it an... Oh my god, I could have got Allay heads this whole time. They're so cool. Oh, the coolest heads possible. Dang it. I should have been farming these up. Start a whole new business venture, you know? X's Allay heads. I bet they would sell. I said no. Okay. That can go in there then. We can put this one away. We don't need that anymore, apparently. Then when it comes to the toolbox, where are my useful items? Yeah, that's where leads normally are, and I don't see any there. That's interesting. Must have lost track of that. I should leave that here for now. Yeah, that can come with us to pick up some more Skulk. So, lights and wood. And then we need glass. Because I've got to be on top of this all the time, you know. Try and use up those gigapies first. Right. 1, 2, 3, 4. And grab that for the Skulk. And I'm just going to chuck that back in there in case we end up needing a bit more space or something. Right, so off to the Guardian farm. I don't think I showed... No, I definitely didn't show in my video where exactly it is that you go to get there. I can hear a ghast. I don't like it. Don't shoot at me. This area ain't finished. Okay, I could actually hit something and die, but I didn't. You should put the allay head somewhere around. I should, really, shouldn't I? On like a pole or something. I'm really bad at details in this game. I've never been one for detailing, but you could have like a whole like little, I don't know, office area or something, and a desk, and then have a little allay head on it, which is just totally grim, I guess. Yeah, so the farm, to get there through the Nether, basically head north from my base, and then it goes over to the left a little bit. So there's some chests, sharp left, didn't quite get it, and it's down the end here. I don't think I'll end up building a tunnel to this one though. Like no one's built Tango's tunnel out very far. If it had come out further, I might have connected it, but otherwise it's just a crazy amount of work. So over at this place, we don't have any revisions or stuff to do. But we do need the Guardians to come up here, and they do take a moment. Right? Like, they're slowly making their way up. So while they're doing that, I'm gonna nip to the loo. Alright? Peeps, I'll be right back. Don't go anywhere. Oh no! I gotta go. Oh my god. Oh jeez. I drunk most of my tea, and my tea is always in front of my mixer. So as I unmuted and pulled my hand back, my finger caught my tea, and the last little bit of it went over the desk and the keyboard a bit. Seems okay. I was thinking though, is that the first time I've ever spilt tea at this desk? This farm is loud. Like, give me some of that. Oh, anyway, all's good. All's good. Just, you know, you need to clean up something like that straight away, otherwise the tea will stain things. So, had to go get a cloth and whatnot. So now we get to spend some time here. Yeah, I think I'm going to, as much as I love the oscillation and stuff, it has this weird problem where, I don't know, it takes them a bit of time to get up here. Like, you see a lot of them all down the bottom here, but they don't all arrive at the same time. Like, as you get higher and higher up, it, like, thins out a little bit. Oh, that one just fell down there. Yeah, I don't know. I think this thing can be improved, basically. And that includes the elevator. So we've had our fun with this elevator, but I might change it to a different one. I'll take some of those. You get back out there collecting stuff. Yeah, also those things. I didn't really think about that. Like, maybe there's a way to make this thing also help you farm the Skulk layer stuff. Yeah, currently it feels a bit gimmicky, but it's fun, says Polly2. It's definitely gimmicky, but definitely fun. You know what I haven't experimented with? I don't really know if this stuff works when the stone blocks are, like, too high. If the stone layer is, like, 2 blocks high, I wonder if it spreads just as much. I guess that's good for the way I'm farming at the moment, but I'm probably going to upgrade this thing to be a bit more automatic too. It's kind of nice to do things in stages sometimes, you know? Rather than just go to that, like, complete 100% best possible end product. And the stone generation is slow. Does Skulk not get broken by pistons? It doesn't, no. It does not. It's a cool farm, though. Withered Promises. Thank you for the nice message, my dude. Very kind of you to say that. It's a very funky farm, it certainly is. Just oscillating guardians. Yeah, no, putting them into a soul sand elevator is probably what I'll do. Like, you'll put the soul sand bit here, so getting down here and getting around the mining fatigue will be awkward. Then they'll go all the way up, like now at this level. Oh. See you later. So I don't know if I want to... Let's see. It's quite a ways back, so I don't know if I maybe even want to rebuild this bit. I kind of wanted to leave this here, though, as a little bit of a relic. But tearing it all out again, some of it will get left behind. There's no way I'm just going to tear the whole thing down again with that mining fatigue down below. You know, I got an Allay head. I haven't got a Guardian head yet. I don't know if they're difficult to get or not. I've certainly killed a few Guardians while I've been over here, so they probably are. Are they surviving by dropping onto the Skulk sensors and shriekers that occasionally spawns as Blackjack? Now, I think I just made it a little too tight that sometimes they drop out at the lowest point up there. And it just, I don't know, on occasion they just survive, right? If this were one block lower, they wouldn't survive. Also, the way in which the items get picked up, I might build one of those more advanced systems for it too. Especially if the farm's going to be faster, this probably wouldn't keep up, so that's probably going to be like a necessity. I think the Guardians are pushing each other. Maybe widening the current tube might work, says Vegeta. Oh, it would actually, because when I first tested it, I did like a 2 and a 1, and they were really slow. And then I went to 3, and it was like, oh yeah, that works. I could have maybe gone for 5, you know? I didn't think of that. Anyway, it was just for the fun of it. Like, I just wanted to see them oscillate up. It kind of reminded me of Season 2, and just a bit of fun, really. What we got here? Probably not enough for the room yet, right? Probably need at least double that. Build an OP one in the end, says Michael Gamer. I don't know. I wanted to just do it different, right? Like, these farms are always just done the same way, so I chose Guardians instead. And it seems like, you know, if you change the mechanics around a little bit, I think this Guardian one could be pretty OP too. So I'm working on it anyway. TNT can help you mine when you have mining fatigue, says Blackjack. Yeah, it can actually. That's a good point. You know what? I could blow this all up. It just feels so crazy to invest all of that glass and then blow it up, but I could do. I'm just wondering, like, might it not be fun just to build a secondary one over here? Problem is, they're going to be too close to one another. If I build it on that corner over there, I could just sort of do the whole thing again and have, like, have version 1 and then version 2. Might be a different way to approach it, right? You don't always have to do things the same way. It might also be fun just to do that on a live stream, because I don't know, like a lot of stuff that you do in a video, there's like things that you do on stream, there's things that you do on video. Sometimes it's nice to do them the other way around, right? Like building a technical project together on stream could be pretty fun. Yeah, maybe I'll do that. Just have 2 farms over here, because like, why not? Why not have 2, you know? I won't use this one again, but it'll just sit over here as like a reminder. It's the stuff at the back that I don't quite reach unless I step in a bit more. How are the prismarine drops on this farm? You really didn't mention them on the video. Yeah, because I'm not really here for the prismarine, but, you know, they're trickling in. They're coming in. Oh, hello, a visitor. I want a guardian head. That's another thing. Let's say this doesn't work out. I could repurpose it, right? And then just make it so it collects guardians for me to kill with a looting sword and maybe get a head that way. Not that I need one, but if ever I had a reason to. Yeah, what do y'all think? Do you reckon just building another perimeter-based guardian farm on stream would be fun? Because you saw it like jumped through in the video, and then we could just do it again on stream. Sorry, just got here, but why at 5, says Just a Fry. Ah, the reason I'm streaming at 5 is because all the clocks around the world are always the same, and time zones don't exist. And it couldn't possibly be a different time where I am. What's wrong with streaming at 5 anyway? Jeez. Redstone on camera? That would be cool, says Baith Antonil. Yeah, redstone as in 0 redstone. Perimeter building, let's say. I don't know, the more technical-minded stuff, which, you know, generally I just do grinds on stream, but to do a little technical project could be fun. Now, a guardian farm is for the even seasons. Let me see. Season 2. I don't think they existed in Season 1. Season 3. You know, I did a lot. Season 3 was a very long season, but maybe someone else did that one. Then Season 4, yep, we did one. Season 5, we didn't. Season 6, my storage system was one. But I didn't do one on Season 8, did I? Oh. Oh, you have craftily found a way to survive, have you? You're going to mess with my hopper minecart over here. Is that what's going to happen? It seems whatever happened to that one, it did not survive. Getting quite a bit. Going to fill up my inventory, I think. It's a good old farm anyway. It's fine to stream at 5, although I have a question. Was just to fry 5 AM or 5 PM? 5 AM. My question is, why are you awake at 5 AM? Anyway, enough goofing around. Joel Kit, welcome to the stream. Greetings from France. Been following you since I was a kid. What are you doing with these blocks afterward? We're using them to decorate our Nether storage system. That's the plan anyway. Maybe he's a hustle man and just got back from his 20-kilometer run. Yeah, at 5 in the morning. It's a good way to start the day though, getting up and doing something. I woke up and just went for a walk first thing. Straight out for a walk. Nice long walk. Listening to Arnie's Total Recall book. His chapters on being the governor. Very interesting. Let's all talk about what time it is where we are. The most interesting subject ever. Oh gosh. Oh look! Look, it's 6:30 where that person is. Oh my days. Please tell me more, people. I can't get enough of these time zones. Oh my god, there's a 7:30. Jeez, I'm thrilled. I'm so excited right now. Gosh, can't contain it. Oh dear. Chat doesn't understand sarcasm on this one. Troll, says Bait Antonil. Part troll, part I've got a point. Time zones are never interesting. I'm telling you. As a streamer who's watched everyone talk about every time zone ever, it's never interesting. I never look at my chat and go, oh my god, I really want to know more about these time zones. I'm just like, I get it. I get it. It's a different time where you are. I understand how this works. Please. Anything but this. This is how you torture X for an eternity. Just force me to watch a chat that talks about time zones. You've just exacerbated the time topic, chat. Topic X, says Anna. I've definitely helped exacerbate it. I take full responsibility for my own demise. So cool watching the Skulk spread. What you might have seen earlier in the redstone testing world was a fast stone machine. With help from Cybot again. There's definitely stuff in this game that it's just way beyond me at the moment with redstone, and Cybot was helping out again, so we're going to have like a super fast stone generator. Is actually, though, I think like something that may not have been used much in the Minecraft community before. I don't recall ever seeing someone come up with what Cybot made, so there's another interesting redstone contraption for the future of this season of Hermitcraft. I'll take those, please. Room for tutorials? Probably not. I think tutorials on Minecraft, on YouTube Minecraft scene is kind of a thing of the past, really. Do I use the number keys on the number pad to write numbers? Yeah, I do actually. If I'm doing calculator like subtraction, addition, the way the number pad is designed is really good for writing numbers and doing mathy stuff because they're all next to each other, so you don't have to look. You know where the numbers are, kind of thing. Repathant, thank you ever so much for using the Amazon Prime on me. Appreciate that. I hope you're enjoying the stream. Hope you're entertained, having a good time. Right, I think based on this thing over here, it's probably time that we wrap this sesh. This sesh, yo, this sesh. It needs wrapping up. This sesh does. Oh wow, I got another one of these. Right, I'm gonna get in here and help pick this stuff up now, to the extent that I can. Oh, since it's my little Skulk chest at the moment, probably makes sense that I also pick these things up, take them along with us. Although apparently I didn't really do that for this one before. Hang on a minute. Oh, I know what I did. I dropped it off in my storage system. Yes, I did. Apparently got some more coming through. Yeah, let's scram, let's skedaddle, let's get out of here, you know? Oh! No, leave that one here. That's part of the build, yo. So, who will get all the fish that this farm produced? Cleo, maybe? Says Joel Kip. You know, I think that joke is, you know, it just stays in Hermitcraft memory. That was a good old prank, though. That was a real good prank. What's the first item in your first slot? That is my Doomguy axe. For chopping wood. Drift gracefully. Oh, look at me. I got the right angle. Woo! Perfection! Oh! Beautiful flying. Beautiful flying. Let's get in here. Let's place some blocks. Do some building, yo. Right, so we're going to do all the Skulk. I have the vaguest memory of the fish dropper Cleo plank. What season was it again? It was season 2 of Hermitcraft. Probably the best season, really. For me. That was a magical season. It was that season of Hermitcraft. And the dealio was, I had a guardian farm. Had all this fish, but it was cooked. And I told Cleo, oh yeah, grab some fish, go out into the wild and you can use it to tame a cat. So Cleo spends all this time out there trying to tame this cat. And of course it doesn't work with cooked fish, just regular fish. And she pranked me for it. Building these fishy heads at my base. Oh, sorry, cat heads, I think. And, you know, you get pranked, you got to prank back, right? That's the way it works, I think. So I decided that I'd give her all the fish. And I did it by planting droppers underneath her base. And these droppers were loaded with fish. So when she activated the contraption, slowly the world around her just filled with fish. And started to lag her game as well. It was bonkers. Classic Hermitcraft memory right there. If a ghast shoots at the underside of this thing, I've got a horrible feeling it would very easily break this Skulk. I don't think it's blast resistant. Curl says proper shenanigans. Proper shenanigans, mate. That's what it was. Proper shenanigans, bruv. Oh, okay, now we need to resort to the shulker box. I didn't count how long we were over there for. Maybe 20 minutes, I reckon, we were at the farm for. Maybe less. Certainly went by quick. I heard Hermitcraft instead of Hermitcraft. It's too early in the evening for me. Hermitcraft. I believe Hermitcraft might have been a server at one point in time. I seem to remember that being a thing. Whoopsie. And then they go here. I forgot to pick up some more blackstone, you know. Loving the Anvil Wars as well, says Diddy. Cool. Good to hear it. I may have some Anvil shenanigans planned. This is the one I'm probably most interested in doing right now, this back bit, because it's more open. So I think we'll do that one first, and then have a look. It's also different up the top with the allays, so I'll need a different bit of organising, I guess. Aha, we've gone one over, that's good. Took 2 stacks for me. I tend to not take enough materials, right? This might not survive all the way to the top. Ah, right, we're going to go as high as that, I see. Hey, X, I wonder if streaming was your childhood dream job, says Joker. It was, as it goes, you know, back in the 90s. What do you want to be when you grow up, little X? Little Xisuma? You know, that's what they called me. I said, I want to be a streamer. They're like, oh, what's that? I'm like, well, I'll play Minecraft. Oh, what? Minecraft? Yeah, and I'll stream it to pitch streaming. What can you explain? You know, on the internet. The internet? That thing that Bill Gates is talking about. You know. People watch you play games? No, no, little Xisuma, no. You've gone mad. There you go. I kind of like the way it exposes it back there, actually. Then in the corner, do we leave it like... I think we want to leave it open, essentially, and then have a little space here, which I don't think is enough for a ghast to spawn, so we'll roll the dice on that. Oh, now I need more Skulk. Who was pushing the internet? I said Bill Gates. Just because I was thinking like, oh yeah, Windows 95 and all that sort of stuff. Lots of people are probably pushing the internet. Let's go get some blackstone as well for the ceiling bit. Al Gore? Might have been pushing the internet, yeah. Where's the old stone cutter? Over here. Back when the internet was dial-up, and if someone on the phone, it was very frustrating. Yeah, I used to share it with the phone. Computer scientists Vinton Cerf and Bob Kahn are credited with inventing the internet communication protocols we use today and the system referred to as the internet. Yeah, I meant more so like, I was just trying to think like who was pushing the internet? Like it sort of became this thing that everyone was talking about, and there were just some people I remember that were probably more visible than others than in sort of, you know, saying, hey, this is the future or whatever. Yeah, let's use some temporary blocks. Right, yeah, if the top here is going to connect like that, then it makes sense that this just goes round into this space. Just fill that in. That actually pretty much ties up all the loose ends for what we're doing here. Oh, I guess we've got a little bit more around this space to do. I can take care of that. Benjamin Franklin was a big advocate for the internet. That's why he actually invented electrify. He invented electrify. Fascinating. Ask Jeeves was the first thing that I remember about the internet. I remember Ask Jeeves, dang, yeah. And Yahoo was used a lot as a search engine. Yeah, I grew up in a time when there wasn't the internet, and then it became a thing. The early days of the internet just had such a different aesthetic to it as well. And a different sort of sense of community online too. Right, now that bit up there, I think what I want to do is take this slab and support the structure up top and then remove the bottom bit. Hey, it's Zedaf! Everyone knows it's Zedaf! Like one of those little 90s jingles for a show or something. Speaking of shows, I've been watching something recently that, interestingly, I thought it looked good. I heard some people rave about it, and when I was watching it, dang, I was like, oh, I'll probably picked the wrong show, but I stuck with it. Stuck with it through, like, an absolute horrific dip in just interest. And then it just totally flipped around. The show is Severance on Apple TV. And some of you have probably watched it, and if you stuck with it, it's really weird. The pacing is like, the first episode, you know, sets out its mystery, kind of hooks you in, but then it just gets really slow and really dull. And I think it was like the 4th or 5th episode, I could barely watch it. It was just so dull. And then literally the next episode, it just picks up pace massively and just becomes incredibly interesting. Crazy. So some of you saying that it's great. What I really like about it, now that it's got into its stride and the mystery is sort of picking up, is that, like, often with a mystery, you can sort of focus on where it is, and like slowly it gets revealed or there's a twist, whereas it feels like with this one, the mystery keeps growing into different spaces. Like, as you're trying to suss that thing out, that becomes a bit more mysterious, and that wasn't what you thought it was, and you feel like you're getting a bigger sense of the picture, but it just makes the mystery more and more like, oh, what is this about, you know? Like, really different sort of dynamic for a mystery experience. Usually mysteries kind of fatigue a little bit when they hit those choke points where you can kind of start to figure out where it's going, but at this point in this, I think I'm like on episode 8 or something, I don't think it's going to conclude because there's a second season, but you're certainly in a position where the mystery has kind of like really gone further than you thought it would, which is, yeah, just good television, good writing, you know, to be able to do stuff like that. Let's put these slabs in place. But why in the Nether? Is there a reason it's less laggy, says Green Anxiety? I can't remember why I decided to put all this in the Nether. We just did. To do it different, I guess. Just built a Nether storage system over here. Yeah, look, this all lines up really nicely, so we hide all the other elements and we can just focus on our... whoops. Don't want to do that, though. Focus on our slabbies. Have I watched Foundation on Apple TV? I have not. Are you playing on Bedrock Edition? I am not. Oh, no, don't click. Did not want to break that scaffolding. I need that scaffolding to maneuver around if I need to fix stuff. Want to find Hermitcraft fans on Bedrock, says Green Anxiety. I'm sure there's some out there. Lots of players play on Bedrock. Right, there we go. So when it comes to having space up here, we got like that. That's all we got to work with, so we can send it up a lip, I think. Or possibly do it in a way where we create something in the center, and we can keep that hidden. Also, I could probably reorient this so it's not in the way of where we currently are, but I don't think I am, because I'll probably mess it up somehow. Does look like it could use a few less blocks. Anyway, that works. We're not going to mess with that. So now you can sort of see it coming together. It's got a bit of atmosphere. It's got a bit of a feel. I definitely think we should put something in here, and it'll probably be, I reckon, black glass, just to kind of seal it off. And over here, see, now I really like the way you see the Skulk depth. We might do something a little different over in this space then. Let's start with glass, since we know that's going to work and that's what we want to do. X, have you seen The Last of Us? I have not. I didn't want to watch it because there's so much video game property that's being turned into television and cinema at the moment. There's a real like gold rush to get like the next thing, and I just sort of assumed, you know, it's just another one of those cash grabs, doing what's popular moves. Where are my crafting benches at? They're here. But I was browsing old International Movie Database. That's where I go to get all the ratings for things. Do you know what I might do here? I think I might turn them into... Oh, no, wait, they won't connect. No, I won't turn them into panes. Anyway, saw it was really highly rated, and it just made me think, oh, you know, maybe it could be pretty good, you know? Used to say it shouldn't be, just because it's based off of a video game. So yeah, I might end up giving it a watch. Quite like that. Nice and simple. Have you watched Vox Machinima? I have not seen that. It's done very well and builds off the original story. Last of Us game is mid as hell, so I'm not interested in the show at all, says McLiddy. Well, I mean, if it's mid or not, it's like subjective, and just because a game isn't good or bad or whatever, like, it doesn't tell you exactly what the adaptation is, does it? My big thing of it is just that there's a clear, like, market move at the moment, you know, like, everyone's scrambling to buy the rights to computer game stuff, and not everyone's gonna do something artistic and interesting with that, and a lot of people are probably just gonna, or a lot of companies are just gonna try and make a quick buck, you know? I kind of feel like, actually, did it look better without? I think it looked way better without. Like, did it actually need to be there? Maybe we could just leave it as such. Because it kind of looks great without, actually. I've changed my mind. I've definitely changed my mind there. Now that it's all in, I'm like, it kind of looks the same, but just, I don't know. There's more blocks there. Maybe not then. Seems that someone in my chat agrees with me, so yeah, we'll go that way. Would you watch Minecraft the movie? I would watch it, but purely out of the fact that I like how close I am to the game and that I do this for a living. I would not watch it thinking this is going to be good or anything like that. Like, if there's a possibility that it ends up in the hands of people that somehow make a really compelling story out of it, that's a possibility you can't rule out. But I think the chances of that happening seem really slim. And based on how the movie has just gone through, like, production hell, passing hands over and over again, and just not really getting anywhere, I think the chances of the Minecraft movie being any good is pretty darn slim. Like, I reckon it will be terrible. I don't know quite how you translate this game into a movie, but chances are it's going to have to go for a very broad target audience, and I don't know what they would do with that. I feel like you have to go in with no expectations or experience to the fullest as fundamentalists. Yeah, you do. But when you have knowledge of like how this thing has come about, I guess it kind of taints that a little bit, right? That idea. You know, another thing we could do is we could have this lower in. Let's go ahead. I think what we should do, I think we should mess with the lighting a little bit in here. I want to mess with the lighting next. Let's get our lighting chest. I want to use glow lighting both above and below to balance the lighting out a little. So we're going to rip out the other bits that we put in. And then we're going to do something up at the ceiling level. Oh my god, yes, says Withered Promises. That's a very excited response. Yes, what? Have you seen the D&D movie trailers? I think they look good. I wasn't even aware. I wasn't even aware. Again, though, to sound like a broken record, there's just such a like IP grab for all this game stuff at the moment. It just, I don't know. It's a big money maker. Green Anxiety says, God, feels impossible to find other to play with. I want to experience Hermitcraft style Realm server myself so bad. Best way is probably through our Patreon communities, right? Many of the hermits have Patreon communities where you can join a server full of active players who obviously have the like-minded connection of Hermitcraft. I think a lot of people have expressed that frustration and actually finding the answer to it through Patreon communities and stuff. So I'd recommend that. Oh, we got a noise in the ear. Cheers and biddies here. Very loud in my eardrum today. Junkyard Daddy, thank you for the cheers and bits. No message with that one, but appreciated nonetheless. Thank you for supporting the channel, my dude. Hope you're doing well. Joe Yen says, the grind is real and we appreciate the content you provide. Thank you, thank you. I'm not on much of a grind at the moment anymore, though. Like, my mindset has changed about how I do these things. Yeah, definitely getting some mood in here now, right? Defo getting some mood. So, what I was thinking was, there are alternatives. Oh, dang it, I don't have any more blackstone. Huh. Well, no, that won't work. Could use black wool, actually. Or could use skulk blocks, if I really wanted to. Or black wool. Let's try it with this. I need a way up top. We've got one here. So like, I don't know if I'm going to align this correctly. Oh. Wait. I'm very confused all of a sudden. Oh, of course. Okay, of course. I understand. So in which case, right, we'll go... Put you there for a moment. We'll come over here. Because we can go up half a block. And we'll put the blocks that I want in this space. Hey, we've got a raid coming in. Wolfie the Witch, thank you so much for the raid. Welcome all the raiders to the stream, where we are working on our Nether storage system, as it probably says in the title of the stream. Let's go ahead, slap that there. Yeah, so that... Oh, let's see what it looks like too. Those two look kind of cool together. Real infested looking. Yeah, Wolfie, are you from the Minecraft community? What were you streaming? Let me know. What brought you over here? Thank you for bringing all your peeps. And welcome everyone. We, as I said, just playing Minecraft on the Hermitcraft server. Decorating a Nether storage system. And so far it's looking pretty good. I certainly like it. Oh yeah, we need to see if this will line up with our corner, because our corner is now slightly different. Oh, look at that. A little bit of luck. It does kind of line up. What about to the next one, though? Potato Technique says, I was just listening to some of Jono Smithers' tracks he produced for Hermits. I'm wondering if you ever consider commissioning a track, although I do enjoy the music you put on your videos regardless. I could consider it, I guess. Right, so these ones come over to here. Uh-huh. Lines up perfectly. Look at that. Well, we know what we're doing. We're sticking with this. But after I've built this little bit, I'm probably going to have to go for a trip to get some more blackstone. Not bad. Now let's go... Oh, there's some here that I missed. Bit dark up here too, isn't it? You know what, I think I might just leave it like that. I always come in and like pick out the blocks that aren't necessary, and it's just so pointless sometimes. Oh, around here, things may just get... Oh, look at the luck of this, eh? We don't even have to compromise over here. Get to keep it as is. And I think we've got enough blackstone to finish this pass, which is very promising. One to spare. Nice. Iron Juice, thank you ever so much for 34 months of support, my dude. Appreciate it. Hope you're enjoying the stream. Talbot says, any plans for episode 1100? Nope. Got no ideas, energy for specials or anything like that anymore. Those days are done for me. So, how does that affect the lighting in here? Pretty cozy, actually. I quite like it. What I could do is, I could change those to a different material, and then we could take advantage of this. This is turning out pretty good, actually. It's turning out pretty good. I like this. And then that portal is going to just be totally out of this bit. Right, that's glass. This is lights. Why does glow lichen change it to endstone? It doesn't change it to endstone. Zeph1, thank you for 2 months. Thank you for using that Amazon Prime subscription on me, my dude. Appreciate that. Hope you're entertained, enjoying the stream. All that good stuff. Do I have, like, nether quartz? I do have a little bit of that in here. Hey, Potato Tekkins! Thank you ever so much for 2 months of support, my dude. Hope you're entertained, enjoying the stream. Thank you for subscribing. Happy to be here. Happy to have you, my dude. Happy to have you. Okay. Keep chucking things into chests, I guess, is what we're doing. Apparently, I'm just instinctively tidying up while my brain settles, so... I don't know if we want a different material in the middle here, but like deep slate or blackstone would be kind of cool. And then we need to do something different at these sides. I can't help but feel it might be a good idea to build out a bit more of this so that we know how it's going to connect, and then maybe the design we have here influences what we do in that area. Now, there's something else rather important we can do on that note at this point in time, so I'm going to grab some blocks and we're going to figure it out. Maybe the top could be glowberries and bushes for contrast and lightning. Vegeta, interesting idea. I'm not really good with the naturals with builds. And I feel like the direction that I'm going in doesn't really serve that. But I won't rule it out. It's just... I can see what you mean though. You could have like a little area for stuff hanging down. There's just not much else in the build that tells that story, I guess. It's hard to think about it. So, what we can probably do is rotate this portal so the central block's still there and it goes in this direction, which would give us a little bit of like wiggle room over here, I'd say. No, that's in the way. So it's going to be kind of tight. Our staircase needs to be like out, up, and then across. So that'll actually stay as is. I think I'm going to get rid of this now. I don't think we'll have it come down here. We'll keep it high up. Well, that was clever. Honestly, I'd be more interested in seeing other Hermits' first special milestone episodes. How many other Hermits have done them? Right? Like, I definitely put like an emphasis on having a special episode every now and then. It was something I really like doing. Epic sodes and whatnot. I'm not sure how many other Hermits have done things like that. I feel like a fair few of them. I know False probably does something a little special for hitting those markers every now and then. Right, so let's say we want this tunnel to be 3 wide, I think. Then we probably want to shimmy it sort of in the middle. So we'll probably, what will we do here? We'll have like 4 wide opening. Probably going to be like a 4 wide opening, but then your turn is going to start. I need to make a note here. So like, that's the wall, and you're going to be the other side of it. Trying to make this a little less deadly as I go. I need some more stone blocks, don't I? Huh. Scaffolding is useless now. Okay, right, so now that I'm up here, should be able to make... So we're talking about there, so 1, 2, 3, and then you're here. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Yeah, so I think the middle is literally here. Literally in line with this wall. Which I actually probably don't want to tear out too much of because of ghasts. So it's at this level here that we could have a potential staircase, right? Let's go ahead and put it on that side. And it's going to be super annoying to build because of where it is. What's the banjo pluck? That's the noise that keeps the allays doing their item sorting. It's a bit of a bit of an annoyance, I'll give you that. Right, so after putting this in, we can then kind of calculate that there's a bit of space left over. Actually, there doesn't have to be any space left over, it'll just connect there. Right, okay, that's cool. So in order for us to continue doing this, I'm basically going to need a lot of stone, right? Like I can just bring this out because we know that's where it goes. So, just place the rest of our stone. Oh dang, this song right here, some serious Dance with the Dead vibes. Or Dead Can Dance vibes. Jeez. There's actually a band called Dance with the Dead, right? And then there's Dead Can Dance. So that's super confusing. Mr. Ghast! You do not have permission to shoot, but I shall shoot thee. Oh, dang it. Oh, dang it. You're still alive, are you? Ugh. It's another one. No. No more. I say no. PewDiePie is going to be a dad, says Felix Family. Congratulations, PewDiePie. That's wonderful. I don't really follow PewDiePie. I mean, I never watched his content that closely, but like every now and then he just sort of gets pulled into the cultural zeitgeist or whatever you want to call it, right? It feels like it's been a long time since I don't know, he's been at like the center of something again. But yeah, every now and then something happens. I mean, that whole race to 100 million was just absolutely crazy. And then there was the whole ad apocalypse thing that sort of started and centered in on him a lot. Okay, we need to go get more stone. We need to get all the materials together again to continue this project. I would like to put a bit more of a roof on this area. But really good progress, actually. Really enjoying this. Let's put some odds and sods in there. Odds and sods. I feel like I haven't said that in a while. Right, so what are we leaving behind? That, I mean, at least we could just go either way. I think I'm just going to leave them here for now. I don't really need to do too much of all of this, but we'll put it away as we do when we travel. And that's one of the ones we're going to fill up. Right, bring that with me. I'm going to move this over here. We've got a real plan together now. Peeps, if you mean the ad apocalypse. That's what I said, wasn't it? Peeps, if you're enjoying the stream, be sure to hit the follow button over here on Twitch. We've got over 1,000 viewers. Thank you everyone for joining me on a Sunday morning. I've always enjoyed doing the good old morning streams. Nice way to start the day. What do y'all want to talk about anyway? Give me something to talk about, chat. What is for lunch? Oh, great question. Today, cheese sauce, gammon, potato, veggies. Lots and lots of veggies for me. Some yogurt and blueberries for pudding. I've been on a real, like... It's because I've watched a couple of food videos on my TV, on YouTube. Now its whole dynamic has shifted into like food videos. So now I'm constantly seeing like advertisements for food. You know, cook this dish, cook that dish. It's just been constantly on my mind. Girls, thank you so much for gifting subs, and also to Scottish Racer. Appreciate y'all supporting our community here. If you hear your name being read out loud, be sure to say thanks in the chat. We got Nonow, Concrete Halls, Frank Devin, Waswolf, Glow Watts, and Zed Ralla. Y'all been gifted subs. Be sure to say thanks in the chat. Appreciate it, appreciate it. So yeah, all these different like food ideas are like swirling around in my mind, but I don't like it. It's like I've noticed that what works is being focused on something and putting your time and energy into something, and then the hours just go by, you know, and you have fun and you're not really thinking about food, and then you eat when you need to. But like if there's a constant reminder of food around, it just becomes like a bit of an annoyance. It's easy to feel hungry all the time. Yes, cactus dye, is it? This will repair some things for me. There you go, fully repaired armor and pick. Amazing. The power cactus. Let's go over here. So yeah, on one hand, I'm kind of like watching these videos, kind of curious, seeing some interesting recipes. But then I'm like, I'm probably not going to end up cooking these, and then they're just going to make me think about food constantly. Whereas I like it when you're out and about and you can be spontaneous and you see something that's different from what you're used to, and it's like, oh, let's try that. Okay, so black wool for carpets, that'll finish the job, no problem. Black stone for ceiling and sides and all sorts. Let's take more than enough. Let's be on the safe side. Maybe try and use up a few of these as well, would help. Then when it comes to the wood, I'm pretty sure we got all the mangrove and this stuff that we need, so don't worry about that. Bone blocks, I know I've got a supply over there. I don't think I stocked up my own supply, so we're covered for bone blocks. So we've got the black stone rolling in now. What else do we want over there? That covers the main tunnel design. Hey, Kaspuri, thank you ever so much for 6 months. 6 months. How time flies. Currently obsessed with the animation styles like Arcane, Into the Spider-Verse, and the newest Puss in Boots. Cool. I haven't seen any of them. Thank you ever so much for the support. Appreciate it. Right. I think beyond that, it was maybe just possibly aesthetic ideas, right? Like, I like the idea of maybe trying some bushes in the ceiling, but I tell you what I should do, really, is keep these sorts of things stocked up. So, like, over here, if we wanted to do some bushy-related things, well, I've got, you know, a chest, but is it full to the brim? Well, it appears it is now. And then glowberries, I think, was the other suggestion, right? Those should be in lighting? Do I not have any glowberries? Dang, okay. Not as prepared as I thought I was, obviously. We got a couple of questions coming in. Green Anxiety says, what's your thoughts on people going on strike? I'm in the army for 17 years, so I can't. I think when people strike, you know, they think they have a reason to. I say that not dismissively, but like, it's a hard decision, right? Like, especially when people in public services strike. I'm not here to like knock anyone down. I try and see like both sides of an argument, right? So yes, if like postal services, nurses, doctors, you know, these can have like difficult disruptions on society, but at the same time, like, it's not a luxury to strike, right? So I think it's a sign that something has to change. And I don't like getting pulled into those arguments of saying, oh no, people shouldn't strike no matter what. Like, they're striking for a reason. You need to find out why and need to become a part of a solution for that. Get people talking, figuring things out. Have you seen the infinitely AI generated Seinfeld stream here on Twitch? Watch me forever. It's really primitive now, but it just seems remarkable to see where AI generated content is at these days. When you can you elaborate more as to what that means? Like, is it generating Seinfeld episodes that are original or like, you know, unique, whatever the wording is? Like, I don't know what that question means because I haven't seen anything to do with that show, I guess. Oh, so part of this is actually going to be bone blocks, right? Well, we'll build it with stone now and replace it later, I guess. Also, somewhere around here, going to have a little connection to that staircase. Looks like it's going to be kind of tight right on this corner. Just so I know where that's happening at. Yep, generating a continuous infinite episode. Wow. Okay, watch me forever. I'm going to have to tune in and check that out. Right, and what's happening up here? Get a bit of a guideline for the ceiling in, I think. It consumed all the scripts and watched some episodes, so AI generates new episodes and those episodes don't make any sense. Yeah. Well, you know, any sense? Some sense? I'd love to see what it's doing. Is there any form of cohesion to it? Are we saying, like, the overall story doesn't make sense? Or, like, can you actually watch it and hear dialogue? I'm super fascinated. It's not the actors. Oh, okay. Well, I'll definitely tune in and have a look and see what's going on there. But what I really need to do is probably just wrap this one up right about now. I have the opportunity to have a shower before I go out. If I keep streaming, I'll be cutting it too close. Hygiene is important, peeps. Don't forget to shower. That's going to be the end of my stream today. Hope you enjoyed it. Be sure to go check out the new music if you liked listening to it today. Ziggurat wrote about it on the music blog. You can head over to linktree.xisumavoid.co if you wish to read those blogs. It will be linked there. Loads of the stuff that I do, like playing guitar and guitar videos and my music that I make, all linked on the Linktree. Do please swing by and check it out. That's going to be it from me. I'm just looking for a channel to raid. And a big thanks to everyone who subscribed, resubscribed, donated, and cheered. Thank you to the mods, the patrons, the people gifting subs. Y'all are appreciated. And today I'm just going to pick a random Minecraft channel. Let's go all the way down here and find someone with a few viewers. I found someone playing Vault Hunters, so I'll send you over there today to Coconut Tim. That's the name, random channel. Hope you enjoy it. That's it from me. Alright, you can hit the raid button now. And I'll see you all later. Take care. Bye-bye.